Alright, so let's start talking about some topics here. We got one for Nintendo. Mm-hmm. So apparently the Switch production will increase for the holiday.
Necessary.
And they are looking to sell at least 10 million by the end of March 2018. Now, I mean, what do you think about that with the way production has been now?
Well, I think it's a great idea because people are going to start buying them in droves around the holidays.
Droves?
This is along with that SNES Classic.
SNES Classic, SNES.
It's going to be the hot ticket item. So, and no one's going to be able to buy the SNES Classic. So,
the SNES Classic.
So you're going to so people are going to go to the Switch. And if you can't buy the Switch, Nintendo's going to lose a lot of money.
See, I feel the Switch is actually becoming more available. I see it more for pre-order bundles and things like that, which is still stupid. Like, I hate that GameStop especially is doing that.
Yeah.
And ThinkGeek. Because, okay, great, you get a game with it, fine, you're going to get a game anyway. But it's like, don't force me to pay more for it.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to buy Mario Kart for the second time.
Yeah, you want to buy Switch and game of choice, not Switch bundled with this, bundled with that for $800.
Yeah, and the ThinkGeek bundles are just hilarious.
Yeah, well, you'll get. I mean, the only thing I liked out of the ThinkGeek ones is actually this was for the NES Classic bundle, but
I think they've done the strange bundles with their Switches also. Though.
Yeah, but the only thing I liked out of all their bundles, I know you like the Mega Man Blaster one, but I like the old school canvas wall mounts for the old Nintendo games. I thought that was cool. I thought something I could use that in my game room. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited that they're gonna up it, but like you said, like how fast are they gonna sell out?
Very fast. Yeah. Even with the up production. Like, I think that they're going to be sold out if you don't buy it early in, like, November. Like, it's...
Now, do you see stores actually having... Like, you're going to walk into a store and be like, oh, hey, look at this. Like Black Friday. You think it's just like...
Black Friday, man. If they have enough stock Black Friday, they'll make a killing.
But the trouble is it's going to be 10 million over time. It's 10 million till the end of March. So, holiday season is only a fraction... of that
They'll
time.
have to make more, I guess, because it'll sell out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they might not have enough for
well, you know,
for those days.
Well, I don't think that
for Christmas.
I think that this production.
Holidays.
I think they just said they're going to increase production for the holidays, and they estimate 10 million sold by March.
Well, I mean, you look at how fast these things are selling out now. You know, you look at Nintendo's record of since way back to the Nintendo Entertainment System, and yes, even back then, there's records of articles saying that they're limited stock. They're always doing that. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not something new. It's just been something that's been happening forever. So the fact that these are still, you know, not necessarily limited, right, but, you know, people know they're going to sell out, so people want to rush and buy them as fast as they can. And, I know a few people that want them, so I'll buy 5 or something like that. Of course, when they're selling like hotcakes, you know they can easily just be like, yeah, we're going to sell that many. So every single one that we put out, we know we're going to sell.
Right.
You know what I mean? Versus like, oh yeah, we'll have a bunch that are just going to sit on the shelves for a couple of months. Like, they know what they put out, they're going to sell, which is great. I just don't see myself getting one yet. I was really waiting for the end of this year, but I doubt that's going to happen. I'm looking forward to Mario. Mario looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've actually been avoiding video of Mario, to be honest. Like, even just to check out the game, like, I just want to kind of jump in fresh and
experience the Nintendo Magic blind.
Yeah, I mean, for me growing up, my experience with Mario was, okay, you played Mario Brothers. Then, actually, I didn't get a chance to play Super Mario Brothers 2. So I went right to 3. And I was just, like, blown away by 3. It was just so different than anything I've ever played. And then eventually I got to play 2, and that was very weird because obviously it was Doki Doki Panic in Japan. So, and then you go into Super Mario World, which was really different. Kind of like Mario 3, but I don't know. It's weird. Like, I think there's maybe a future video we can do or a topic of Super Mario World versus Super Mario Bros. 3. But it was very different, and maybe I like Super Mario 3 better. Although it looked fantastic on Super Nintendo, so that's hard to judge. But anyway, and then Mario 64, it just blew me away. So this one, I kind of just want to have that same feeling. You go
Right.
in, it's weird. It's definitely going to be weird because you have a hat that's apparently alive and you get to throw it at things and you become that thing. Like, you get to become a dinosaur if you want to.
Yeah, that was funny looking.
Or you go into the real world and become a real boy.
A real plumber.
A real plumber.
Be a real plumber.
So, but anyway, yeah, so that's, I mean, at the end of this year, that's pretty much it. I mean, you're talking about Splatoon 2. That's a game that I would play. Zelda, I would want to play. And then Mario Kart. But actually, to be honest, I mean, I would enjoy Mario Kart. I played it, but I might...
It's really fun. Mario Kart 8 is really fun. I played it on Wii U. I just don't want to buy it again. Because I've already bought it on Wii U, played a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy that there. You can buy it on, well, not 8, but you can buy...
7 on 3DS.
7 on 3DS, which is kind of like 8 for the most part.
Yeah, they're similar.
And yeah, I'm just kind of backpedaling here because every game I played so far for the Switch I liked. Even ARMS. I thought ARMS was fun.
Switch has a lot of great, like, not a lot of great games. It's
just all of them, Chris. Just letting you know that every single thing that is out on that system is freaking phenomenal.
All of them
We'll get it right
yeah.
now. I'll get 2 because I want one.
I'm not getting that.
Jonah,
I'm not getting you.
if you brought one tonight, I could have had one.
Yeah, I already got you one. It's right here.
It's
beautiful.
It's just like our friendship.
If you if you don't take it home, I'm taking it.
So, but yeah, for them to predict that they'll sell that many, I think they can. Honestly, if they just dropped 10 million right now,
yeah,
all 10 million would sell overnight.
Probably.
I mean, probably not overnight, but give it a couple of days, 5 weeks, people would be jumping on that. Scalpers would be grabbing them.
It's your damn scalper theories.
It's my theories.
I mean,
it's real life.
It's not a theory. It's a real theory.
It's a real theory. It's a fear.
I mistaken the difference.
So, Chris, you're not going to get a Switch, apparently.
Never?
Probably until,
Well, Rob got one.
Rob got one, but I'm trying to buy a house.
Yeah, but are you gonna eventually, like, when a game comes out, you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe. Let's go for it.
Actually, the one thing I will say that the Switch does that the other consoles I've noticed that don't do really is when you have kids and you really appreciate this, is like the idea of picking up the thing from the TV and continuing to play when you're going to do something else. Like
going to the bathroom.
Well, not even that. It's like, oh, the kid's crying. Hold on a second. Hit the pause. Grab the Switch.
Go to another room. Shut the door. Close it.
Stop crying.
Lock that noise away. Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? But I mean, there's life gets in the way of playing games.
So you're gonna be like, grab the Switch, take it out, go to your car, drive away, never return again.
This is all I need.
Never knew kids cried. Screw this. Gonna play my games.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna buy a Switch for a while. Just it's not financially in the cards for me.
But like, it's a system you're interested in later on.
I don't hate it. Like the things that are coming out seem very interesting. And I saw a couple of games that Rob potentially might get, and I didn't actually get to watch him play. He hooked it up and I had to go. So it's at the house. I know where it is.
You'll take it from him.
Yeah.
You can beat him up. You take him.
No,
knock him down some stairs.
Well, I'll have him play it so I could watch, how it works and how it looks. Because, what's the... I don't even know what the frame rate is on these things anymore.
About 120. Yeah. Frames per second.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Oh, that's 100%. Correct.
It just blows PC out of the water.
Impossible.
It's 4K.
So,
no, I don't believe that. I think it's 1080p.
It's 8K.
It's 1080p.
It's 8K.
8K.
It's 8K 47.
Proprietary technology.
My God.
But, speaking of what's coming out for it, our buddy Jorge from our Facebook group chat, he had a topic question for us, so we'll just throw it into this. He was talking about, what do we think... Because there's a Nintendo Direct that could be rumored for September. I don't know if it's officially rumored or it's anything like that. But, if there was a Direct in September, what do you think they're going to cover? I mean, this late in the game, towards fourth quarter.
I think it could just be hyping up. If there's more than one of them will at least be focused on a specific game, which I think would be Fire Emblem Warriors. Because just recently, I think 2 days ago, special edition was announced.
Yeah.
And it's coming out in October. Mm-hmm. And it's one of their big games, one of the big Switch games for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll definitely be one of the hyped games for Nintendo Direct. Like, you know how they specifically have a one game direct, like they had a Splatoon direct, they had an Odyssey direct.
Yeah. Did they have an ARMS one? I think was it?
They had an ARMS one. They had an ARMS direct like before release, maybe like a month before release. But it'll make sense if there is a direct. It'll be for Fire Emblem Warriors.
So you don't think it's gonna be something that's like gonna be like, oh hey, by the way, we have new information on the Pokemon game. We have new information on the
It might be there.
Metroid 4 game.
For Ultra Sun
Metroid
and
Prime 4.
For Ultra Sun, no way. No, not for Metroid Prime 4.
It's releasing tomorrow. What?
Yeah,
there was a red herring with him just in his office with nothing to show. I was like, we're really early on.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's out tomorrow.
Oh, what I was drawing up here was the cover art. We're done.
That kind of information would be a bombshell on the community.
Yeah,
That 10 million prediction, wrong.
Yeah,
just up that.
Make some
Keep
more.
going up. You're gonna need a couple more of those. But when's Monster Hunter coming out?
World, I don't know. Is it released? I think it's 2018.
Probably. I mean, that
'Cause
was one of those future projects.
Yeah, I think most of what Sony showed at their E3 conference was 2018. Like they had Horizon expansion, what was the Uncharted Lost Legacy?
Wait, Monster Hunter World, that was PS4?
That was PS4.
I thought that was Nintendo.
No.
No.
Monster Hunter's usually on Nintendo, right?
Yeah,
DS.
Nintendo has their own Monster Hunter Double Cross
Right.
on the Switch, but it's only in Japan right now.
Uh-huh.
Monster Hunter World is coming out on PS4, Xbox
That's right.
One,
That's what threw
PC.
me off. I apologize for that, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
So World looks amazing because it's not zoned. You don't have to load between zones.
Right.
It's all integrated. You can just keep walking through zones, and it looks really good.
Nice. Now, going back to Fire Emblem, is that something you're excited for? Have you ever played any of the Fire Emblems?
I like Fire Emblem. Yeah, I played Awakening.
I know four
Fates,
was pretty good, right?
Fire Emblem. I didn't play any of the DS games.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I got like one of them, and then I stopped because it was really hard, and I hate.
I hate hard things.
I hate it when it's hard.
You were trying. Like,
Yeah.
it was work.
when
Awakening-
the sweat came.
Awakening opened up a whole new like customer market because they added like a casual difficulty.
Mhm.
Like and normally they die and they're gone.
Right.
That's
that was,
classic mode.
Yeah.
But in casual, they don't die. You can get them back after they die after a match.
Oh, so that's kind of it was for like new players. That weren't really...
Yeah. So that got me into.
Now
the
explain
series.
that for those that don't know what you're talking about, because basically you have a character.
Yeah. So in Fire Emblem classic mode, at least, or the old games, you would if your character dies in a match like against some dude that's really strong, I don't know. You don't get him back.
They die forever.
Yeah, you have to keep pulling from your reserves, make a new team because your guy's just dead. So
You guys just dead.
He's like a dead.
He's in a
dead-
pine box.
that might appeal to some of you, but for me, I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
It's too much work.
But like actually, they made it too easy at one point with the Fire Emblem because there was even like a Phoenix mode where as soon as they die, next turn they come back.
Oh.
That's a bit easy. A bit too easy
guys,
though.
I'm back.
They're like, you can just keep throwing your guys at the enemy and just bullets. Just take that one. So what was I saying? I got lost on like
Yeah, I
a
know.
tangent.
All right. Well, let's track it back to the direct.
Okay,
that we-
Warriors, right?
Yeah.
It's not a Fire Emblem game. It's Fire Emblem characters, but it's Dynasty Warriors.
Yes.
It's that kind of game.
Okay.
It's like Hyrule Warriors. And it's fun in its own way. Like, I liked Dragon Quest Warriors because it incorporated RPG elements that I like leveling up and all that stuff. But the core gameplay of Warriors is just like, just swing one sword and 50,000 people die. It's really satisfying for about 20 minutes. And then it gets really repetitive.
Then you turn it off and then come back to it again when you're angry.
Yeah, exactly.
And then swing that sword and kill 20 more innocent lives.
Unless there's like some kind of spin to it, like that makes it a Fire Emblem game that has a different kind of gameplay, then I might not get it because I just get bored of the warrior type games if it's not Dragon Quest Warriors.
Now, do you think Nintendo will focus on something like that, or do you think they'll focus like, okay, Mario, we gotta, even though Mario, they've been pushing Mario, like like the Gamescom. And...
I think they will push Hyrule Warriors just because not Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, because they did push Hyrule Warriors a lot. And that's their Zelda warrior game, they released it, and then they released it again on the 3DS, and then I think they ported that version to the Wii U.
Yeah.
And they might even port it to the Switch because people bought it a lot, I guess.
Why not?
I didn't think it was that popular.
Yeah.
but people liked it. So I think it'll get a nice push. It's one of their 2017 Switch games. They have like 4 of those. So it'll get a nice Nintendo backing.
Yeah. Now, I mean, something like that I guess is going to be good. Because I'm trying to place it if they do have a Nintendo Direct, because this is, like I said, it's going to be right in for the fourth quarter. This is going to be like, okay, let's get this hype rolling. I mean, Switch doesn't really need hype right now. I mean,
it's word of mouth.
Yeah, it's word of mouth. I don't know how kids are looking at it. Maybe a lot of kids are looking at Xbox or PS4 versus the Nintendo, but I mean, the Switches are selling like hotcakes, so I assume it's just all over the place for age-wise. But I'm just curious of what's going to get the kids hyped besides Mario.
I have no idea.
I mean, like Splatoon 2, that's obviously that's out and doing its thing. Mario Kart's out, it's doing its thing.
I can't really think of what else Nintendo has, like the first party wise.
Yeah.
Like what it has coming up other than Mario, Odyssey, and Fire Emblem Warriors.
Because I don't know if they would save till now to announce a game. You know what I mean?
Wait, they have Xenoblade Chronicles coming up.
Well, Xenoblade
that's
Chronicles.
2017.
Yeah. Was that this year? I thought it was next year.
No, that's this year. It said 2017 confirmed.
Well, I know it's 2017. I have a calendar. It tells me what day it is.
Unless it's delayed last minute, it's coming out 2017.
Yeah.
Maybe November.
Oh, maybe they'll do something on that. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Chris, any thoughts on that?
Nope.
No.
Like Chris, do you play any Pokemon games?
No, actually, I used to long time ago on a Nintendo Game Boy Color.
Oh yeah, that was the last one you played.
You played it on color?
Yeah.
Did I have a color? I did have a color. Wow.
Color was the way to go.
I had a pink one.
That's dope.
I said everyone was red though.
It was red. You shut up.
I had those purple see-through ones. It was
yeah.
I also had Yoshi's Cookie.
Yoshi's Cookie.
Yeah, we talked. That was Jonah's game for 10 years.
Yeah, that was my first game.
He thought that's what video games was all about.
I have not played the Pokemon.
Yeah, well, Ultra Sun and Moon's coming out, so that might be if there's a multiple Nintendo Directs, they usually have a Pokemon Direct, like a specific Direct for Pokemon.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But I think that might be closer to release, so October or early November.
Well, Pokemon Go is super popular right now. I know probably all of my friends, except for maybe a few, actually play that game on their mobile.
I mean, when it came out last year, I played it.
Last year was freaking the hottest thing around. Like people would go in groups.
I went to the mall and met people while playing it.
Well, yeah, that's what they do. They do like these raids or whatever on like these really powerful.
I think they just had one in Tokyo not too long ago, where they had like an exclusive Pokemon or something like very rare Pokemon. I don't know the names of the new ones, but they had like, I forget what the number was, but it's huge
probably
crowd.
Like 10,000 people.
Yeah,
at least 20 million.
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very popular game.
It's like the entire population of Tokyo.
Not exactly. They have at least 20 million. 32.
That's one block.
32 state homes.
That's why they live on top of each other. Anyway. So, yeah, if there is a Nintendo Direct, it'll probably be... So you're saying it's probably going to be game-specific. It's not going to be like, oh, hey, this is... look forward to this holiday season.
I did hear something about a Nindy showcase, like a Nintendo Indie showcase, but...
Showcase.
What do they call it? Nindy Showcase?
Yeah, that was what they're titling it.
Nindy.
It's clever and cool,
I guess.
But it's... I don't know if that'll count as a Nintendo Direct.
What do you think they'll... Maybe they'll have something about the actual, the online features. Because I know they were talking about that when they were talking about earlier this year about when the Switch was releasing, that they would start talking about it in August.
I hope they don't.
When everything,
because then I have to
do they even have a price for that? Yeah, but do they have a
price? Yeah, it's $20 for a year, which is not bad, but
it's just bad, right?
The service
right now sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I get games and stuff. The matchmaking doesn't seem too bad, but I just the voice chat. You haven't needed an app, a dedicated app to chat with people. That's my main.
See what I'm so like. A lot of people are kind of scratching their heads on that, but
don't defend them.
No, I don't want to. Well, hey, I do want to defend, but at the same time,
if you sponsor us,
I'm just trying to think business wise because nowadays so many things are patented, especially in the gaming world, I feel like any other alternative solution for that, like within Xbox Live, PSN, that's all patented. So I don't know if they were gonna attacked for trying something like that. Maybe this was the only way to go.
Wii U did have an in-console voice chat though, so like
maybe they stupidly put in the contract only Wii U's can use this. Oh crap! What'd I do?
I mean, I don't think that the building in voice chat is a copyright thing that they have to worry about.
You never know.
Maybe a specific way to do voice chat.
I mean, they just got
depends on the technology.
They just got attacked for having the wasn't it the Joy-Cons? Someone put a patent against or filed a claim against them.
The removable screens.
Just because they and the thing that they were, I guess the lawsuit was about looked nothing like the Switch.
It wasn't like two controls. It was just a U. It was like the two sides were connected, and you just pulled it out, and it doesn't look that good. So.
Yeah, so and Nintendo's a huge company, so you never know. Someone might have patented so many things. They did their research, or maybe that was the only thing they could come up with. I don't know though. I mean, from what you and Carmine were talking about, it really sucks.
Yeah, the Switch is a terrible console.
What are we doing?
You heard it here first.
Oh my god!
No, what we're
10 million, more like 10 million down the drain.
What were we talking about?
the app chat.
Right, the app chat.
You gotta pay attention.
Okay,
so talk to you, man.
So the app chat, the app has to be up on the screen. You can't chat with the app up and then go on like Reddit or Facebook.
So you're talking on your phone.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah,
That's like Discord. You might as well use Discord.
Basically, but don't get an in-game chat. I don't know. Actually, I heard that in-game chat is built into Splatoon 2 for LAN. Something. I don't know.
LAN? So if I'm talking to you in the next room, I'm going to talk you through the game?
Yeah. So it's built in.
What?
There was an article that came out.
Genius.
There was an article that came out this week, specifically for LAN connectivity. So
because I like to play my games with my friend right next to me with my noise-canceling earphones on and my noise-canceling bubble.
So if that's a thing...
And I must talk to them through their service.
So if that's a thing, it exists.
So really what we're getting out is the same thing we did with the PlayStation Network with the PS3. Just go on Xbox Live and just talk to your friends on there if you have an Xbox or if you have PS.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
I remember doing that.
Go on Skype.
Go on Skype.
Not Skype. Discord.
No, Skype sucks. Actually.
No. On Skype, you can also have strip teases.
Yeah, let's do that. You can have that on Discord too if you want, freak.
I thought that was just chat and voice chat, text.
No, Discord's a lot better service.
Jonah wants to get freaky on the dance floor.
Then he can stay over on Skype. You stay over there.
You join me, Chris.
You freak of nature. But anyway, guys, Jorge, thanks for the topic. Guys, what do you think? Well, first, what do you think about the production? Do you think they're actually going to be able to keep up with the demand of this whole craziness? I mean, Nintendo sucks, so I'm just going to say no to that.
Whoa! Hold on. They're sponsoring us in the future. You can't say that.
Well, then, if they're sponsoring us in the future, then they know I already said this in the present, so I think they forgave it.
Don't worry.
They forgave us.
We don't mean it, Nintendo.
Great Scott, Marty!
You are in a time loop?
Yes. Am I the real Rick?
No, you're not.
Anyway, so, and also, what do you think about this Nintendo Direct? Do you think what are they going to announce? Are they going to announce anything, or are they just going to talk about one specific game that we're talking about? I think they're going to talk about Mario. Just because it's going to be on everyone's mind. Like, that's an age group for everybody.
Right.
That's something that's going to grab everyone's attention. Versus, you have the Xenoblade Chronicles. Not everyone's going to be like, oh, sweet, Xenoblade Chronicles. Kids might be like, oh, whatever. And then, what was the other game you're talking about?
Hyrule. I keep saying Hyrule Warriors. Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors. I mean, that's something that could be fun. But then again, not everyone knows what Fire Emblem is. Maybe they do. I don't know. But I always look at Mario as the whole, that's Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they're going to go into fourth quarter, I feel like that's what they're going to be like, hey.
Funny statistic, though, is that 3D Marios don't sell as well as 2D Marios.
Well, 2D, it's because 3D, they're more involved.
Yeah. Now,
the 2D Marios is always, they're fun as hell.
Yeah.
You just go from one, and then you go from one side to the other, and you do your thing. And
You've described the whole game.
Pretty much. I mean, that's it.
You go from one side to the other and you do your thing.
But 3D Mario's, you gotta collect this, you gotta do that, you know what I mean? And this one looks really in-depth. Like, you gotta be like, okay, you gotta throw your head on this dude. You're gonna become that thing. You're gonna do this thing. That's weird. It looks weird.
That's
It
weird.
really does look weird, but I'm very interested to see what it's like.
I want to get into New Donk City.
But Donk.
Well, that's the thing.
If you guys have comments or questions, also please hit us up. And I have to say this: if you have any topic suggestions, just like Jorge did, please hit us up in the Facebook
And or Twitter.
And or Instagram.
Twitter, right there. Instagram. We rarely use Instagram. Actually, we do use Instagram, but no one's on it. People just like to scroll, double-click on a picture and move on. Double-click on a picture and move on. Ooh, boobs! Double-click and move on. Or no, they undo that click because they don't want people to know they just looked at boobs. So they keep swiping. True story. Anyway, guys, let us know down in the comments what you think.